So real quick, I want to come at y'all and give y'all my little today's testimony. So I posted a message earlier today about me waking up and not having any hot water, and took me a cold shower, took the whole shower, whatever. Some of y'all commented on the hot water heater, this, that, and the third. But my point was that despite possibly having to pay more money and spend more time doing this, that, and the third, my attitude was always positive. So today I continued on with my day. This afternoon I went to Home Depot. I had my furnace changed out not too long ago. So there was a worker that came over yesterday and put the heating element in my furnace. Clearly we don't need the heating element now because it's summertime. So they put the furnace in. A couple of days, a week later, they came back and put the heating element in. So when he came to put the heating element in, he hit some circuits. He turned some circuits off, trying to, of course, turn the furnace off. But when he went back and turned the circuits back on, he didn't click all of the circuits. So clearly he must have, and I'm just assuming, I'm not blaming anyone. Clearly he didn't turn the circuit on for the hot water heater. So today when I was in the furnace area, because I just went to Home Depot and bought some insulation to go around the furnace so I can start drywalling in the kitchen, I noticed that the circuit wasn't tripped. So I went, turned it on. There was a couple more circuits, ironically, that weren't turned back on either. And voila, just like that, we got hot water again. So I say all that to say the lesson in the story is that to always stay positive no matter what circumstances God puts in front of you. And I left in the quotes that God likes to play hide and seek too. Every year around Easter, we all get excited about hide and seek and this, that, and the third, right? We hide the egg, the kids go out looking for it. Well, God likes to play hide and seek throughout the year. He'll hide things for your faith. He'll hide things for your marriage. He'll hide things for your relationship. And I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. This morning, my faith got tested by God, right? By giving me hot water to see how if I was going to be appreciative of all the other things that he gave me. Then he wanted to test me and see if I was going to get disappointed about having to put in the work to continue my faith. And clearly I passed that challenge, right? He hid my faith inside the furnace walls where I needed to go and check the insulation, which caused me to find God had never left me or forsaken me to begin with, right? Oftentimes we ask for things. God, I want a man, or God, I want a woman, or God, I want this. And then you keep telling God, you know what? I'm going to start working out tomorrow. Then tomorrow never came. Or I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to start eating vegetables instead of eating out all the time. God said, you know what? You've been talking about eating healthy for quite a while now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that man or woman you've been looking for. I'm going to put them over there by the carrots and see if you find them. So every day you go into the grocery store, you walking past the produce section, you over there in the junk food section. Let me just pick up these cookies. Let me just pick up these snacks. Let me just pick up this. And then you turn around, you mad at God. God, I asked you a long time ago, I told you I wanted this man. Well, you also said you was going to start eating healthy, or I wanted this woman, said you was going to start eating healthy or start riding this bike every day. I put that person that you've been asking for on that trail. Every day they've been out there riding their bike too, or in the produce section picking up carrots, and you've been walking right past them, right? Or driving right past them to McDonald's. You, instead of taking the bike, instead of walking to the grocery store, God gave you exactly what you asked for, but you weren't obedient to what you said you wanted. So you've been missing out on your blessing, and you want to blame him. So he's been playing hide and seek with us. Playing hide and seek with you to give you exactly what you asked for. That's not his fault. That's our fault. So we got to stop blaming God for not steering our course. The last thing that I wanted to touch on, it was something else. I can't remember what it was. But pretty much the premise of the whole thing is that I was unshook by the fact that I didn't have any hot water, and that I was going to have to pay a couple $100, a couple hundred, maybe even thousands of dollars to change out this hot water heater and teach myself how to weld, or have somebody come over and weld too. So I was very, 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 very thankful that I didn't have to do that. So now I'm back on track, saved myself some money, saved myself some time, and more importantly, I never lost my character. I never lost who I was in the midst of the struggle, because there will be struggle. God's gonna test us. Again, he never said that he's not gonna test us. He never said that things were gonna be easy. He never said that things were always gonna go according to plan. He just promised you that, keep the faith the size of a mustard seed and everything will be all right. So with that being said, if you said you was gonna start eating healthy, go on that produce line and pick up your carrots and you might find a little extra. If you said you was gonna start riding that bike, go ride that bike and you might find a little extra on that bike trail. If you said you was gonna start getting up and cooking breakfast or whatever it is that you said you're gonna start doing that. The promise that you made to yourself, you start doing the promises that you made to yourself, and you might find out that God got a little extra there for you too that you've been asking for the whole time. So I ain't trying to be all in your business or all extra churchy, but I just felt compelled to share this blessing. It was, I promise you, it was the third thing that I want to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. But the gist of it is, you got it. I appreciate it. So I'm about to cut up this insulation and put it around the furnace and put a little bit of drywall up and call it a day. Talk to you later. Appreciate it.